Obasanjo once did a broadcast and said Oshiomole is an alternative president. Oshiomole, welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shoibu, who stated a few weeks ago in an interview that Oshiomole deviated from the blueprint of Edo State politics. He alleged that he brought Oshiomole into politics and that he was the one who gave him 300 million to campaign across Edo State to win the governorship election. The former governor of Edo State and former APC National Chairman Adam Oshiomole has set the record straight that he is not at the same level with Philip Shoibu. According to him, he brought the Edo State Deputy Governor to the political main arena, and it was with him that Shoibu won his first election in the country. Oshiomole revealed how Obasanjo was qualified him as an alternative president, and this shows his leadership quality. He said, and I quote, "Before I became governor, I was already a household name in Nigeria. Even Obasanjo once did a broadcast and said Oshiomole is an alternative president. Who knows? Because when I tell people to stay at home, they stay. Anytime Philip is broke, he will create an environment to abuse me in order for the governor to give him money. Without crisis, Philip is not relevant." Oh, I get them before no be property. I get them before no be property. I just say make I tell you. So they used to refer to you. What about now? What about now? You see, in this country, what I realize is there are a lot of people who fought and they think, we think these people were fighting for the general good. We don't know saying that their own pocket then they fight for. That is it. Oshiomole was once the NLC president now, right? I think, yes, it was before he ventured into politics. So, and yes, he's correct that he was already a household name. But the thing we say, yes, at that then, you were doing the right thing, but, joined in politics and you became intoxicated with power. You became too drunken in power. And it made you lose that, if it is even really there. Oshiomole, the most corrupt labor leader. Don't tell me the most corrupt though. This war still they go, it never end. Okay, Mr. Deputy, your ranting is becoming alarming. You gave Oshiomole 300 billion and brought him into politics. Your boss also gave him a specified amount of money. Why chasing clout irrespective of your political differences? He is your brother, remember. There is a life after politics. These politicians do not know. You see what this man said? There is a life after politics. People do not care to know. Remember, so be mindful of what you say against your brother. I do not even support APC or PDP. Maybe Obasanjo had a malaria dream. If not, how could Oshiomole become Nigeria's president? How old were you? You're very young to understand what Oshiomole means. That is why I do not bother myself if I see some bad comments on social media. The age is too small to know that commenting rubbish or abusing people is not good. Now let me explain for you what Oshiomole means. During Obasanjo's regime, Oshiomole was a labor leader. That's why I said that get them before not be property. Oshiomole was a very strong labor leader. Very correct too. He tried during that era. Not like the labor leader we have now. Oshiomole was so strong that he commands like president, in which all workers and private business owners, transporters follow his directive. Also, Oshiomole is a fearless labor leader, and that is why Obasanjo said what he said. Exactly. Me, I code now. All these people, and the thing is, many people comment based on what they don't know. They comment based on now. Like people who come outside and condemn Tinubu, do this or you do this. And we come out and tell people, Tinubu tried. He tried. But the thing be, we don't know, say, na politics go change we don't know, see whether he was just putting up an act. Okay. He was then, dude, but if you're older, if you understand that he and Frank Okori did in this country, especially for the masses, I dare say that there has been any labor leader like him in Nigeria since his time. Frank Shoibu is talking what I do not understand because I believe he's just too small a fly to have brought Oshiomole into politics, my take. Wahala deal. Wahala not too much like this. You must be a teenager, otherwise you will know that before Obasanjo meant Oshiomole was the president of Nigeria Labour Congress back then. He was actually at the control. When Oshiomole and his counterpart in Trade Union Congress called off demonstration of strike, government shakes before it was no going back. But unfortunately, when Oshiomole became the governor of Edo State, he deviated, thank you, from the principles of the Congress and defended the government against the labor unions. Do you now see? People he was fighting for, him, and I'm sure that is what made people to vote for him. People who was fighting for immediately became governor. He turned their back against them. Now wetin happen be that. So, for those who don't know, now wetin happen be that. Why must you abuse somebody to be that? It's bad of you. This is democracy. Read before you comment. It is because of people like you. The West said, if you want to hide secret from the black man, put it in the middle of a book. See Hamlet, God. And to imagine that this character was in office for 8 years. Look at extreme poverty on the faces of these hard-pressed folks. Oh my God. Oh my God. Maybe small, oh my God. An alternative president is a derogatory word and not praise for the labor leader then. Oshiomole wants to whitewash his political history as if it is one straight journey from his stint as political leader. He too moved from one party to another like a nomad until birth in ACN, which helped him to claim a mandate that was made possible through the courts. His winning that election has nothing to do with his leadership qualities, but for the state of hopelessness, which the ruling party at that time has brought to Edo State to. Anybody at that time could have won the election, even a donkey would have defeated the candidate of the PDP. This is true. OBJ was not happy that the masses were always calling Oshiomole for help when the need arises, and OBJ was angry about it. Mr. Shibu did not bring Oshiomole into politics. I disagree with that. Oshiomole had been a politician straight from the time he entered Kaduna State and worked in a Texas company. From history, the company was owned by the foreigners who gave no notice to the employees before sacking and without benefit. Oshiomole saw this as a taboo and too unwise on the blacks to allow that to happen. He fought again and succeeded, and then he was made to be the union president within the company by voting. Sure, Oshiomole, being a politician, originated, he started from that point. Adams could not deny allegations by Shoaibu, the deputy governor of Edo State. But he is only popular, he's only saying he's popular, while Philip Shoaibu is saying, I brought Adams to politics, though persuasions, and he, Adams, accepted by implication. Shoaibu brought Adams to politics. In any case, ideas rule the world. Well, when it's in way, then tell Oshiomole. I don't think that should be a problem now. Oshiomole, last time I checked, Oshiomole is not a presidential candidate, and he's definitely not sitting down where he's definitely not sitting down. He's not coming out to run. He's coming out to run for a position, but that one concerns the people share. But nationally, it's not really a thing for discussion. Okay, on those notes, you've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for